Absolutely, I believe in forgiveness.
What is your definition of forgiveness?
Forgiveness is, I believe it's God's gift to us, where it's basically forgetting what people have done to you. For example, if someone has done something wrong to you, that you are willing to accept, especially if they've come to you and they've asked for apology, that you accept it and that you learn to move on. So it's really a gift that you have to not stay in one place, if someone has wronged you, but that you actually learn to move on, and that forgiveness brings healing. That's what I really believe.
What is the process of forgiveness?
Process of forgiveness, you'd have to say, well, first of all, someone has to do something wrong to you, okay? Whatever it may be. I think at first there is a sense of anger, a sense of wanting to take revenge over that person that they've, and somehow they've wronged you. So there is a first process, which is anger, and going through the emotions of, the frustration, the resentment. But I think after a while, you have to learn to then say, you know what, I can't live the rest of my life with this resentment, this anger inside of me. I have to be able to accept the fact that that person has wronged me, and if they've asked for forgiveness, to accept the forgiveness, and to say, you know what, I'm willing to have our relationship start anew, and to start over again. And then from there, I think you get to the point of accepting the fact that, you know what, I have to move on from this, and not allow the resentment and the anger to build up inside of us. And that's where forgiveness brings healing. And that you're able to, you could say, patch up the relationship, make things right again with that person, and then be able to move on from there. So in a sense, it's almost like a clean slate. It's like starting over again with that relationship, with that whatever, if it's a friendship or whatever. But it is, forgiveness brings healing, and that's the only way you can do it.
Can God forgive any sin, no matter how bad it is?
If God can forgive any sin, I believe so. No matter what you've done wrong, I think God is a God of second chances, and even more than second chances. I think God is constantly able and willing, and even invites us to come to Him and to ask for forgiveness, because that's the promise that we have from God, is that He is always willing and able to forgive. But the key thing is that we have to be able to be willing to change whatever it is inside of us to move on and to actually have that forgiveness. If we continue to live our life the way it was before, then you know what, that forgiveness is not really valid. We have to also take the step to change as well.
So you have to believe that God forgives you, and you have to forgive the other person.
Absolutely. You can't have it. You just can't expect God to forgive you, and then when you're not making that change in your own life and forgiving others. And that's what the Lord's Prayer talks about. It says, forgive others, forgive us as we forgive those who are, who have wronged us. And it's a two-way street. I mean, you have to be able to accept God's forgiveness, yes, but at the same time, God expects you to forgive in the same way that He has forgiven you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.